somebody we all know really well. It's a pleasure to talk to Kiran Bedi, Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, now joining us. Kiran ji, thank you so much for joining us. Amit ji is here with us as well. So, you've been urging all municipal commissioners in Puducherry to really get activated in Swachh India, in fact, telling them to cycle to work. What's the sort of response you've been getting?
What's your question? I've been doing what with the municipal commissioners? I didn't get the rest of my portion.
I thought, I've been hearing you've been telling them to all get active and even cycle to work to make an example, to set an example.
Yes, the key appeal on this day through Mr. Amitabh Bachchan could be to all public servants. Get on the bikes, drive the streets, and particularly the municipal commissioners and the collectors. If they start driving the streets on bikes, they'll be closer to garbage. And they will then ride over the garbage. And they will want it to be clean. And the staff will start delivering results. I think the key to our Swachhta campaign is these officials, the municipal corporation and the collectors. If they start biking, and if this appeal comes from nobody other than Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, because my appeals haven't worked much, I think it's his voice which matters, that let every public servant go on the bikes, start driving the bike. The municipal commissioners in particular, will they drive over garbage? And will their staff not clean it up? You will see the change. And also, senior officers walk the streets. They want to go to Lodi Gardens in the Nehru Parks. Why can't they walk dirty streets every day for morning walk? And you will see the streets changing. We don't need money for it. We just need our comfort zones to be left behind and walk the dirty streets. Things will start working and the staff will start delivering. And third, let Amitabh ji also appeal. Let's reward these sanitary staffs every day. That's what we do in Puducherry. The shawls we get as gifts, we pass them on to all our sanitary staff. The gifts we give, we pass them on. And we residents' welfare associations are requested to serve a cup of tea and some snack to the serving people. I think they are the ones who are the real nation builders because they give us clean roads. So I think if that voice comes from nobody other than our very, very famous Swachh ambassador, nobody than Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, I think India would be cleaner by next year.
Thank you so much, Kiranji, and thank you for your very kind words. But I absolutely agree with what you say. Until we actually individually practice what we are preaching, we are not going to get anywhere. I absolutely endorse the idea of using the cycle more often, of actually being with the garbage, seeing them ourselves. And this is something that all of us have been wanting to propagate from the very beginning. Unless we individually involve ourselves, nothing is going to happen. I love the idea that, you know, unless the people that are in charge, the commissioners, riding to work or walking to work, they will not know. But I feel these are official people. I know that they've been put there and designated to do their job. But I think that every individual should be able to take that responsibility. Every individual, when they walk the streets, when they see the garbage, how wonderful if they could just bend down and pick it up and clean the place up. But that is another thought, of course. But yes, I do agree with you that some of the people that have been made responsible officially, they should also have some kind of knowledge of what's going on. And until they feel that, until they see that by themselves, and if there's any campaign that needs to be done where you can use my voice or my face, I'll be more than happy to do it.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. You are the most powerful voice for Swachhta in India. We hear your wonderful ads on the radio.
Not because of that. I just feel that I'm
very powerful.
I just feel that I'm an ordinary citizen of this country. And if we are all ordinary citizens of this country, if we work for the nation, nobody is special. We are all part of one big, wonderful country.
Kiranji, if I could just toss another idea.
Absolutely. One more appeal from you, Mr.
Yeah, Kiranji, carry on, then I'll come in and I'll say
to market associations. Okay, Vikram, one more appeal from Mr. Bachchan and from your program would be market associations. Imagine everybody has a market. All markets have associations. All have presidents, secretaries, and they all have money. They can all afford their own staff. But when the market man personally throws everything right in the drain below, how can you clean up the drains? How many crores are spent? I would say one more appeal through your program, again through Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. And your program is market associations, RWAs. The market associations can afford to see that their own, at least that stretch of the drain is clean, which is right below their own shop. And that would make all the difference.
Yes. I think we've been doing that, Kiranji. We've been saying, and part of our tagline is 10 Gaj. I've been saying that if each one of us were to clean 10 yards of the space where we live, the whole city would be clean. And I think that's something that we all need to initiate and carry out very forcefully.
Kiranji, in fact, if I could add to what Amitji was saying, and maybe that's an appeal, please don't underestimate your voice and the power of your voice and the influence that you have as well. So maybe that's something that we can, appeal to you to do, on social media and other platforms. What Amitji has been saying about Mere 10 Gaz, which is in a sense one of the themes that we are focusing on so strongly out here. Every individual, you have a Swachh Shramdan volunteer movement that you've been asking for. If you can appeal to everyone as well, just clean up 10 yards, Mere 10 Gaz, around them on the ground, in the air, worry a little bit about, the pollution that they're doing. If you could make that appeal as well, I think it would go a long way in making a difference. We are 1 billion people. If even half of us start to take that little step, the country will be clean automatically.
Yes, Vikram, I will make 1+1 appeal, because we are suffering from dengue all over. On the onset of monsoons, during monsoons. Puducherry is reeling again under dengue right now. We've had 700% increase over last year's percentage. It's dangerous. So what I would say is, Mera Ghar, Mere 10 Gaz. So agar har ghar mein, I believe Kerala did it, every Monday, the Kerala program is, every Monday, every school child tells the teacher कि मैं अपने घर में सारी चीजें देखी उल्टा करके कि कहीं वहां पानी तो नहीं रुका हुआ और डेंगू का मच्छर तो नहीं इकट्ठा हो रहा. So that child goes back to the teacher, reports every Monday. It's a Kerala good practice. I believe they finish dengue a lot by that. Is that they've turned it upside down. No water is stuck, whether any plant or anywhere. And they clean up the house. So मैं कहूँगी, if we can adopt this as a national practice, Mera Ghar by every child, because every child has a home. वो जाके अपने बर्तन हटाए देखे कहीं पानी तो नहीं खड़ा है और उसको साफ करे. Then we will stop the breeding of mosquitoes in homes. That means dengue is prevented from breeding. So मेरा घर मेरे 10 गज. अगर हम ये अपील करें, मेरा घर मेरे 10 गज, अगर हम मेरा घर होए तो डेंगू प्रिवेंशन हो गए, मेरे 10 गज तो स्वच्छ हो जाए. तो मेरा घर भी स्वच्छ और स्वस्थ, मेरा घर भी स्वस्थ, मेरा घर भी स्वच्छ, मेरे 10 गज भी स्वच्छ, मेरे 10 घर भी स्वस्थ. So I think Swachhta and Swasthta goes together. Both the S go together. Health, sanitation and health, I think goes together. I would appeal, मेरा घर मेरे 10 गज. मेरा घर, मैं हर घर में भी देखूं, मेरा कहीं पानी रुका नहीं है, मैं मच्छर तो नहीं पैदा कर रहा, मेरा डेंगू तो नहीं हो रहा और ना फैला रहा हूं. और 10 गज साफ करेंगे तो ना मुझे मच्छर काटने आएगा, ना मैं मच्छर पैदा करूंगा जो दूसरे को काटे.
Kiranji, you have been involved in a certain initiative for children. We'd like to hear something on those grounds from you, ma'am.
Amitabh, if we could do this, अगर हर घर बच्चे को जिम्मेवारी दे दी जाए और टीचर उससे पूछे, let the teacher ask every child, did you check your home for cleanliness and water stagnation? Every child then is entrusted with checking out their places, like small little places of worship. We keep some water and that water starts breeding. So either we cover the water fully or we absolutely suffocate it so that it doesn't breed larvae, it doesn't breed mosquito. So if every child is inspired and every teacher asks once in a week, that's what the Kerala did. Every Monday, the school teacher is asking the school child, did you do this? And the child reports back to the teacher, I cleaned up my house. I made sure there is no water stagnating anywhere. I think it will go a long way in dengue prevention. Yeah. And it's costing us our lives. And then, of course, Swachh School. In Swachh class, you start with Swachh School, Swachh class. Once you do a Swachh class, and before they leave the school clean. And once in a week, they do Shramdan, which our Honorable Prime Minister has been appealing. Gandhiji's Day, Shramdan in schools, colleges, universities, as a student community. I think all our education institutions will be clean. The premises will be clean. I think it's a youth power which needs to be linked with this patriotic fervor.
Kiranji, thank you so much for joining us.
I actually just want to say, Kiranji, that you're absolutely right. And I've noticed that when children are given some kind of a task in school, they get very excited about it. It's almost like a game for them. And if they inculcate this as almost like a sport or a game in them, they diligently follow it through. A little task you give them. You have to do this, and this will happen when you come and report to class. And it looks like a game to them. And this is one way, a very wonderful idea of inculcating children at a very young age into doing something like this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kiranji.